Good morning. Now let us go ahead with comprehension passage for the GAT examination. So in GAT examination, we know that this question is a very important question. And we have already seen three passages. And we have also discussed the answers of these three passages. So let's go to the fourth passage. The important thing in life is not what you have been, but what you are reaching for and becoming. At my age, when I can see the end of the road more clearly than most, I can sit back and recollect in tranquility the varying vicissitudes of my life and what it has taught me. When I look back, I find that the great and glorious hours of my life were those when I gave a helping hand to others without expecting anything in return, and not when I struggled and succeeded to gain my own ends. And I can well imagine and appreciate that in this world, those alone live who live for others. I have no regrets for the past. Life has been kind to me. My only regret is that I received more from life than I gave. Now let us discuss the questions. Read the passage very silently. Try to understand the questions. What is the first question here? What stage of life must be author? So, what stage of life is the author? Adolescence, youth, middle age, old age. What feelings does the author harbor about life? Regret, gratitude, sadness, ecstasy. What, according to the author, were the most fulfilling moments of his life? When he recollected his life in tranquility, when he succeeded in gaining his own ends, when he managed to struggle through the vicissitudes of life, when he could help others without expecting anything back. What, according to the author, is the most important thing in life? The achievement of one's life, the struggles one has faced in life, the thing one is striving for, the memories one has in life. What is the tone of the passage? Reflective, argumentative, opinionated, satirical. So think over these questions. Now we'll discuss the answers of these questions. Now, what kind of question is what stage of life must the author be? It's a question where you have to go for inference. Now here it says, I can sit back and recollect at my age. So it will not be adolescence, youth, middle age, and you'll feel that. Now here when he has passed and seen different phases of life, so here you have to infer. And on the basis of the inference, you have to find out the answer. And the answer is D, old age. What feelings does the author harbor about life? Now, elimination, you eliminate regret. Because here it says, I have no regrets for the past. So, eliminate. So, regret. So, regret cannot be the answer. And here it doesn't appear to be sad also, but gratitude. Life has been kind to me. I have no regrets for the past. So, here, what feelings does the author harbor about life? Gratitude. So, you will feel that again here you have to depend upon inference. On the basis of inference, you can tell the answer, that is gratitude. What, according to the author, were the most fulfilling moments of his life? And here you'll find when he succeeded in gaining his own ends and succeeded to gain my own ends. So he struggles when I struggled and succeeded to gain my own ends. And that was the time which was the most fulfilling moments of life. Now, what, according to the author, is the most important thing in life? And here he says, the thing one is striving for, the thing one is trying for something. So that he kept on striving for, and that is the most important thing in life. And what is the tone of the passage? It's a reflective tone. So he's not arguing with somebody. So it's not argumentative. It is not opinionated, and it's not satirical. He's reflecting over his past life, and then he's telling about life. So it can be opinionated, but most appropriate, you'll find the tone is reflective. Now let's go to the next passage, passage number 5. Every child is born with some inherited characteristics into a specific socio-economic and emotional environment and trained in certain ways by figures of authority. I inherited honesty and self-discipline from my father. From my mother, I inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness. And so did my 3 brothers and sisters. But it was the time I spent with Jalaluddin and Samsuddin that perhaps contributed most to the uniqueness of my childhood and made all the difference in my later life. The unschooled wisdom of Jalaluddin and Samsuddin was so intuitive and responsive to non-verbal messages that I can unhesitatingly attribute my subsequently manifested creativity to their company in my childhood. I had 3 close friends in my childhood: Ramnath Shastri, Arvindan, and Shiv Prakashan. All these boys were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. As children, none of us ever felt any difference amongst ourselves because of our religious differences and upbringing. In fact, Ramanand Shastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshman Shastri, the high priest of the Rameshwaram temple. Later, he took over the priesthood of the Rameshwaram temple from his father. Arvindam went into the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims, and Shiv Prakashan became a catering contractor for the Southern Railways. Now you'll find that this passage is from autobiography of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Now let us go to those questions. What qualities did the speaker inherit from his mother? Honesty and faith in goodness, honesty and deep kindness, emotion and self-discipline, faith in goodness and deep kindness. Who Who were the speaker's close friends in his childhood? Jalaluddin Samsuddin, Shiv Prakashan Arvindan, Lakshman Shastri, Arvindan Ramanand Shastri, Shiv Prakashan, Jalaluddin Samsuddin Ramanand Shastri. What made the speaker's childhood unique? The teachings of his mother, the teachings of his father, the time spent with Jalaluddin and Samsuddin, the company of his three close friends. What kind of environment is a child born into? An inherited and emotional environment, a specific socio-economic and emotional environment, an honest and self-disciplined environment, a specific socio-economic and honest environment. Who was the high priest of Rameshwaram temple? Ramanand Shastri, Lakshman Shastri, Arvindan, Shiv Prakashan. Now here you must have come to know. Here, most of the questions you can find very easily from the information that is given there in the passage. So here this passage which is given for comprehension is quite easy, and I am quite sure you'll find the answers for this passage very easily. So let's go to the first question. So what is the answer for this first question? And here you'll find very easily that D is the answer for the first question, because it is very clearly given. What qualities did the speaker inherit from his mother? So what qualities he has inherited? So from my mother I inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness. So faith in goodness and deep kindness. Who were the speakers? So here it's based on information. So information is provided there in the passage itself. So very easy to find out. So similar way the case with second question. Who were the speaker's close friends in his childhood? So who were the very close friends? Now here you'll find that the answer is C. Arvindan, Ramanand Shastri, Shiv Prakashan. Now here let's go to the 23rd question. What made the speaker's childhood unique? And he talks about perhaps contributed. As it was a time I spent with Jalaluddin and Samsuddin that contributed most to the uniqueness of my childhood. So the time spent with Jalaluddin and Samsuddin, and that is what made the speaker's childhood unique. So let's go to the 24th question. What kind of environment is a child born? So what kind of environment is a child born? So let's go to that answer there. And what is the answer there for that? Here let's find out the answer for the question number 24. And you'll find that the answer for 24th is a specific socio-economic and emotional environment. So that is the answer for the question number 24th. And let's go to the question number 25th. Who was the high priest of Rameshwaran temple? And quite clearly the answer is B. And who is that? That is Lakshman Shastri. Now let's go to next passage. Passage number 6. And let's find out the answers for passage number 6. So shall we go to the passage number 6? Very short passage. An old man with steel-rimmed spectacles and very dusty clothes sat by the side of the road. There was a pontoon bridge across the river, and carts, trucks and men, women and children were crossing it. The more drawn cars staggered up the steel bank from the bridge with soldiers helping to push against the spokes of the wheels. The trucks ground up and away, heading out of it all. The peasants plodded along in the ankle deep dust, but the old man sat there without moving. So let's find out the answer for the question number 26. What was the old man wearing? I think the answer, let's see here, slate rimmed spectacles, an old shirt and pant, very dusty clothes, steel rimmed spectacles, and very dusty clothes. So, what is the answer for question number 26? Very easily you will be able to find the answer for this. The information is given there in the passage itself. And what is the answer here? Steel rimmed spectacles and very dusty clothes. So it's information based. Let's go to question number 27. Mention those which cross the bridge besides human beings. You have to do inference here. Now here human beings. Who are human beings? Men, women and children. You have to be very alert. Now here besides human beings is given. So here it's based on information. At the same time, inference. You have to eliminate remaining all. And what will be the answer? Cars and trucks. Cars and trucks. C is the answer. Question number 28. Who is helping to push the mule drawn carts? Who is helping? So just try to find out the answer for this. And quite easy. You'll find the soldiers helping to push. So based on information, very easily you'll be able to find its answer. Where was the old man sitting? Where was he sitting? First sentence itself, you will find the answer. And what is the answer? By the side of the road. So let's go to question number 30 now. Why was he sitting there? Why was he sitting there? Now here this question is not so easy. Because you have to infer. And first you follow the formula of the elimination here. To admire the natural scenery, no. He's an old man wearing dusty clothes, spectacles, sitting there by the side of the road. So many are crossing that bridge. He could see all that. To watch the people passing by, why should he sit there all alone? Because he was so tired and naturally waiting for somebody, don't think that. And he was sitting there without moving. That means he was so tired that he couldn't go any further without moving. He couldn't go any further. So do that inference, and on the basis of inference and elimination, you'll be able to find the answer for this question. And what is the answer? Answer is C. So now let's go to the last passage. Passage number 7. And this passage is little bit difficult, very long passage. So sometimes you'll come across short passages and sometimes you'll come across long passages. So let's go to this long passage. Hibernation is one of the main adaptations that allow certain northern animals to survive long cold winters. So in this case, what we'll do, first read the questions and then we'll try to answer the questions. So why not read the questions first? Why do animals hibernate? To save energy during the summer when there is little food for them to eat. To save energy during the winter when there is enough food for them to eat. To save energy during the summer when there is enough food for them to share. To save energy during the winter when there is little food for them to eat. So let's go to the next question. Question number 32. What changes occur in the functions of an animal's body when it hibernates? Body temperature drops, heartbeat slows, body temperature rises, A and B. What is the term used to describe the behavior of raccoons and skunks? Dormancy, night sleeping, survival, clemency. So let's go to question number 34. When does HIT become active? When the days are longer and the temperature hotter. When the days are shorter and the temperature cooler. When the days are shorter but the temperature hotter. When the days are longer but the temperature cooler. How do animals prepare for hibernation? Animals store food, eat a lot to add excess fat, add leaves and grasses to their dens, all of the above. So let's go to this passage and try to find answers for these questions. Now, when you read the questions, and when you understand the questions, it will be easier for you to find out the answers for these questions. Hibernation is one of the main adaptations that allow certain northern animals to survive long cold winters. Hibernation is like a weighted sleep that allows animals to save their energy with this little or no food available. The body functions of true hibernators go through several changes while they are hibernating. Body temperature drops and the heart rate slows. For example, a hibernating woodchuck's body temperature drops by more than 30 degrees Celsius and its heart rate slows from 80 to 4 beats per minute. Other true hibernators include the jumping mouse, little brown bat, eastern chipmunk, and several ground squirrels. Other animals such as the skunk and raccoon are not considered true hibernators as they wake up in the winter to feed and their body functions do not change as much. Since they only sleep for a little bit at a time, the term dormancy or light sleeping is used to describe their behavior. The largest animals to hibernate are bears. Their heart rate may slow down from a usual 40 to 50 beats per minute to 8 to 12 beats per minute, but their body temperature changes very little, so they are able to wake up quickly. Hibernating animals have a special substance in the blood called hibernation inducement trigger or HIT. This substance becomes active in the fall when the days become cooler and shorter. When HIT becomes active, the animals start preparing for winter. Some animals store food so that they can eat when they wake up, and some animals eat a lot in late summer and fall to add excess fat to their bodies. This fat keeps them warmer and acts as a source of energy while they are sleeping. Some animals also make changes to the places where they will sleep. They add leaves and grasses to keep them warm. So let's discuss the answers of these passage. Why do animals hibernate? And what is the answer for this? You'll find that the answer is to save energy during the winter when there is little food for them to eat. So very easily you'll be able to find answer for that. So let's go to the second question. What changes occur in the functions of an animal's body when it hibernates? So here you'll find that in the case of C, body temperature rises. But here, what is given there? But their body temperature changes very little. It's a negative. So that's why the answer is body temperature drops, heartbeat slows. So both these are answers. So right answer is a D, A and B. So D is the right answer. Question number 23. What is the term used? So when you are reading the passage, probably you must have come to know it is dormancy. What is it? It's a dormancy. So you'll find that the dormancy is being used here, and so very easily you are able to find that answer, and here you are able to find the answer on the basis of what? On the basis of the information that is provided here, dormancy or light sleeping, not night sleeping, but it's a light sleeping. So dormancy is the right answer. Question number 34. When does HIT become active? And very easily you will be able to find the answer when the days are shorter and the temperature cooler. And what is the answer? And here it's all based on information. How do animals prepare for hibernation? So what is the answer for that? And you'll find that animals store food, eat a lot to add excess fat, add leaves and grasses to their dens. So you have to read thoroughly, comprehend properly, and then you'll be able to find the answer for this very easily. And the answer for this is D, all of the above. So read and comprehend properly. Don't suddenly try impulsively to find its answer. Thank you.